talk about your favorite item of clothing. So I would like to talk about my personal favorite clothing item, which is the Picky top hat. So the Picky hat is well, it's just a hat. It's originate from, I believe, is the old England, invented for the working class people in England, especially like places like London and Birmingham, things like that. And the reason I like this piece of accessory so much is because I think I was inspired by a show called The Peaky Blinders, which features a lot of, you know, men very well dressed in like the 19 and 20 centuries. They all have like vests and like very uh, I think I would describe it as a very distinct and a very like a gentleman-like outfit. And as the name suggests, they all have a picky hat, which in the film they're gangsters, so they use the hat that have like razors in the rim to attack their opponent. And I just get fascinated because it's just a very well designed, and when paired correctly, you can have an amazing outfit. Regardless of if you want to match it with like the vest and stuff or just casual clothing, I still find them really majestic. Not really, but like I think that it just goes so well with a lot of things. And in fact, I really like them to the point that I actually have two picky hat, one black and one in like kind of like a light brown colors to match with casual clothing, and the black one for like more formal occasion. So yeah, uh, talk about talk about a time you got lost. Uh, I would say that Uh, yeah, I did remember. So let me tell you a story about the time I got lost, right? So it was, well, this is the story when I was in the second grade. So I was quite small at that time, and my school have a bus systems for uh, students who lives outside the residential area that the school is established in. So there will be buses that uh, will like uh, go through each student's uh, places. Like they pick you up, right? Just like a normal school bus. And at that time, when I get to the bus, I usually sleep. And for this one particular time, the bus was pretty empty, so I got the whole row of seat to sleep. And so I just laid down and slept some probably one of the uh, longest sleep I have had in the bus. However, that also you know that the the you know the fact that I got the whole row to lay down on is also the main reason I got stuck. I got lost. Yeah, um, and when the bus arrived at school and everyone goes down, the bus monitor and the bus driver didn't notice me because, well, I was quite small back then. I mean, right now, people will consider me pretty huge, and it is almost impossible to lose track of me. But back then I was quite tiny, if you might call that. So um, I get completely overlooked by everyone, and so when all the student is presumably out of uh, you know of them get out the got out the bus, the bus driver uh, get back to the bus station, and I think I slept for another like an hour or so before I finally wake up because the lack of oxygen, because the lack of uh, air conditioner. So, the temperature was pretty hot, and also I think a lack of oxygen. So I somehow instinctively woke up, and yeah, let's just say that as a child, that was pretty shocking because I didn't know where I was. I mean, of course, that's a bus station, but I didn't know. So I've tried everything in my power to get out because, for what I can tell back then, it's very hard to breathe, right? And I was drenched in sweat. It was boiling hot. So I tried the emergency hammer, but again, I was too weak to actually do anything with the hammer. So I switched to trying to open any possible doors in the bus, and luckily the driver doors actually was able to open, and I got out. But there was no way for me to contact anyone because I didn't have a cell phone back then. But fortunately, one of the merchant or like street vendor nearby saw me and tried to help me out and uh, help me get back. And she it's fortunate, it's lucky that I actually have some contact number, uh, a piece of contact number on my back, in my back. So she was able to contact my parents, and finally I got back after 2 hours waiting. And so yeah, that is pretty much it. And after that, the school did have some deterrent act, such as you know making new rules, and now the both the bus driver and the bus monitor have to do a double check to clear out all the seat before actually entering the school. So it was a pretty bizarre story, a pretty bizarre piece of story for me, honestly. So yeah.